Hi, Elle Ingalls here at elleingles.com. Welcome to Living Pressure Free with Elle. This is the fourth day that I'm doing this little thing about breaking through some of your past habits, some of the things that are holding you back from experiencing more fulfillment in your life. And that is the promise of the Pressure Free Method, that you break through these habits you may have had for years and decades. And the triggers, step 2, we did targets yesterday. Triggers are what we're going to concentrate on today. And to identify the things that are causing you to release stress hormones, I call this identifying your triggers. And they could be very small things or very large things. So what makes you feel any of these emotions? What makes you feel angry, anxious, annoyed, or ashamed? You can also add afraid in there, because some people don't exactly equate being afraid with being anxious. So anything that makes you fearful. Are you afraid of driving over bridges? I'm going to be working with the Bridge Authority, and we were talking about the fear people have of just going over really large bridges like the Mackinac and the Blue Water, the Ambassador, these large bridges. I went over a couple of very big bridges in New York this year. And, some people get very afraid of it. My father was so afraid he had to have my mother drive over the large bridges. So what causes you to be worried or afraid? What keeps you up at night? Those are your triggers. And when you can identify them, even the really small ones, then you can begin to use a pressure free tool to break the habit that you have reacting to a certain trigger. So that's really the crux of pressure free. You have a habit of reacting a certain way when something happens to you, or you see something, or you smell something, or you hear something. For example, I was just creating a really important piece of video work, and a dog was barking outside my window. So in order to not trigger, I just kept my abs very relaxed, and I stayed right in the moment to really produce the best video that I could, even though there was this dog barking outside, because I know my mic is not going to pick that up. So it's we can be distracted. Do you get distracted by things, and that pulls you away from your purpose, pulls you away from where you really want to go in life? So what are your triggers? What's causing you to release the fight or flight stress response? Chances are all of those things are not worth messing up your mind and your body for hours. 9 hours if you're a guy on the other side of the screen there, 24 hours if you're a female. What is really worth messing our bodies and minds up for that many hours? That's what happens when we go into fight or flight. So it may not feel that way, but I'm talking at the cellular level, what's actually happening to your cell's biology when you go into this stress cycle. It takes a very long time for the cells to get back to normal. So when we reverse that out, amazing things really start to happen. So what are your triggers? If you're brave enough to put a couple of your triggers here in the comments, that'd be super cool. Thank you for the thumbs up, Sally. I know it's you. Because your triggers someone may look at it and say, oh yeah, that I do that too. I trigger over that too. I've heard crazy triggers. I've had baseball players tell me how long their sister takes a shower triggers them every morning. Traffic, commute. If you commute more than 15 minutes a day anywhere, you are probably triggering stress hormones. So what are your triggers? I'd love to know. If you want to drop some in a private comment because you don't want to put it here, just go ahead and private message me. But if you're brave enough to put some down here, I'm sure it could be helpful to others. So speakwithelle.com is my calendar. If you haven't yet booked a one-on-one session with me, it's really valuable. It could change your life. And I invite you to come on. My calendar has some openings this week. It's a big week for me. Starting some brand new programs, which is exciting. And yeah, one of them, by the way, is Pressure Free Certified Business. So if you have a business and you are interested in having your entire business go through the Pressure Free Method and training with me, plus get access to online programs that I've built, Pressure Free Business, and doing a year-long certification so that when you bring new people in, they are also trained in Pressure Free. It's really life-changing, and I've done it with a company a few years back. And I still have people from that company following me, in some cases on a daily basis, because they got so much out of having their company learn about the Pressure Free Method. So yeah, I've worked with doctors' offices, dentist's office, an entire lab, and now I'm about to work with a small business, and they're going to be Pressure Free certified this year. So if that interests you, if you own a business or you belong to a company that it could be helpful, just let me know, and I'm wishing you a beautiful pressure free night. Back to my work here. Bye.